Get ready to check out the largest sneaker collection in the world.
It's owned by these 3 women.
We're the Chicks with Kicks.
I'm Ariana Peters, I'm 25.
I'm Dresden Peters, I'm 23. I'm Dakota Peters, and I'm 20.
The Peters sisters invited us to check out
Their massive collection of kicks. They tell us it's valued at over $2 million.
and we're taking you along for the VIP tour inside their home gym.
Yeah, this is their home gym. It's an official size basketball court.
Where the hardwood is completely covered in sneaker after sneaker.
After sneaker after sneaker, there is so much to see in here.
And the ladies will also explain how they pulled in over $100 grand on Instagram in just 2 weeks.
That is amazing. But right now, the chicks are going to show us their kicks.
Hi CNBC, we're the Chicks with Kicks. Come take a look at the world's largest sneaker collection. As you can see, we have sneakers everywhere. We even have our own Air Force One Brooklyn sneaker chandelier. Tons of shoes, all shapes, all sizes.
What size is that one?
This happens to be a size 20, but I think Shaq gives us a run for his money, size 22.
What is this place?
So this is our home gym. It's a full court NBA-sized basketball court. And here we have some of our sneaker collection.
Clearly, the Chicks with Kicks are obsessed with sneakers.
And they're also huge Miami Heat fans.
Which is why the team logo and colors are plastered all over the court.
Now we're flying into the AF1 section.
Essentially, this large U shape consists of general release Air Force Ones.
And this is really where our collection began.
And then right this way,
These are also Air Force Ones, but these are more exclusive. So these are one-of-ones, samples, prototypes, essentially
the most expensive, some of our most expensive pairs of Air Force Ones.
If you're wondering how they have so many shoes,
Here's your answer.
It began with our father 25 years ago, and he passed it down around 8.5 years ago.
Their dad's a retired real estate developer.
who was too camera shy to join the tour.
But off camera, he told us he never actually kept track of how many sneakers he bought over the years.
In other words, he's a sneaker addict.
Is your dad a hoarder?
The best kind of hoarder.
Yes, he chooses great things to hoard, but
A hoarder nonetheless.
yes.
What kind of sneakers does dad wear?
Just like the finest of the finest Zara sneakers.
And she's not joking. Her dad was actually wearing Zara sneakers.
I mean, that freaks me out. The guy has like any sneaker in the world, and he literally that day was wearing Zara shoes, and we snapped a quick photo of it.
I mean, he probably wears the same pair every single day, and it's nothing special.
His daughters are now in complete control of the collection,
Cataloging and taking inventory of every single shoe.
which is gonna take forever.
We say we stop counting at 6,000, probably for our own benefit, because it's a little crazy even hearing it out loud. A lot of these are not our size, and a lot of these sneakers, you don't wear them. You know, they hold value, what's called dead stock, so you keep them perfect, pristine in the box.
Including this pair that's one of their most valuable Air Force Ones.
Drez, if you want to show that pair right there, the Encore.
So these were released just for friends and family of Eminem. They were to commemorate his album Encore.
Well, these go for something about $7,500.
For comparison, my Air Jordans were $125.
7,500 bucks is nothing compared to some of the stuff they're gonna show us.
But as we start to wind our way through the sneakers,
We noticed something about the Chicks with Kicks.
that felt a little bit weird.
And we had to call them out on the fact that,
They weren't wearing sneakers for the shoot.
I mean, come on guys. How come the Chicks with Kicks aren't wearing any kicks?
Good question, but regretting that decision.
So what's on the table here?
Here we have the 1985 Air Jordan 1s. This is the year the Jordans started. The first year they made this style sneaker, probably my favorite part of our collection. We value these at about $10,000.
And the price tags go even higher.
Like this pair.
These are Nike Air Yeezys. We estimate these to go for about $10,000. These over here are Nike Air Force Ones, designed by Mark Smith for Sandy Bodecker, and they go for about $20,000.
Crazy, right? Would you pay that much money for those Air Force Ones?
For that much money, I want a car.
You also have some really random stuff like this over here
Yes,
too.
this is our vintage section. We have some not so safe low top roller skates, I guess you could call them.
But there's still a whole half of a gym that we haven't seen yet.
Yes. And, you know, these are getting a little uncomfortable, so if you don't mind.
We're just gonna stick to our roots next time and wear sneakers.
Six with no kicks.
I love that the chicks with kicks had to kick off the stilettos.
And the next part of the collection they show us were some of my favorites, baby Jordans.
We have the 1985 Air Jordan 1s over there. Over here we have the baby 1985 Air Jordan 1s. So that's a pretty cool part of this.
Don't discriminate. Size, shapes.
Yeah, we have it
We
all.
want them all.
Check it out, I spotted a pair from Mini-Me.
What's the DRP thing on the wall?
That actually is a sign our dad made. Those are his initials, Douglas Roy Peters, and that is the NBA sign, but shaped as him. I do want to mention, though, that DRP are also my initials, Dakota Ray Peters.
All right, so we're gonna keep the tour moving here. Here we have our Nike vintage section. We have some vintage running shoes. We have even single pairs here. And right this way,
Just want to mention, those are older than us.
yes,
Some of them.
here we have Reebok. Right here we have some designer pairs.
Who are the designers that you guys are collecting?
We have Louis Vuitton, Gucci, to name a few.
And these are Adidas. They were designed by Jeremy Scott. As you can tell, he has some pretty outrageous designs.
He's very cool, very funky. He designs clothing and accessories for them as well. This is a basketball handbag. Very
Let's
cool.
see that bad boy on.
These are some of your most exclusive sneakers, right?
Definitely. These are Adidas Superstars. They're samples, and they're made in each of the Beastie Boys' respective sizes.
Oh wow, who's that on the end?
This is Mixmaster Mike.
Oh, that's cool. And what's the writing on the Adidas stripes?
So on the stripes are the 5 boroughs of New York.
Does anyone else in the world have these?
We've never seen another full set.
The next group of shoes, now these are my faves.
Giant sneakers and shoes that the sisters say were used for displays in stores.
I know you liked the Mini-Me sneakers, but I'm into the big kicks.
So size does matter.
You can see how large these sneakers are. I mean, this is the size of probably, this is the same height as me. These don't fit me, but perhaps Shaq. One pair, if you need one.
From big kicks to big money.
When the sisters first started posting on Instagram,
They had no idea it would turn into a cash machine.
this is where it gets good.
Instagram is unbelievable. Just in 2 weeks, in about 2 weeks, I don't even know if it's a full 2 weeks, we've done $188,000 in sales. So that's crazy when you think about it. We just made a sale on Instagram. We sold this 1985 Air Jordan 1 and an additional pair for $16,000. We're gonna get ready to ship these out today. A lot of the people who purchase from us, we've had professional athletes, you know, recording artists, we've had just crazy collectors from across the world.
But let's rewind a little bit.
To hear how their Insta game got started.
It was my idea to bring the collection to Instagram.
After we posted about 3 pairs, we were picked up by Sneaker News, and I realized the magnitude, and I sat our father down in Dresden. I said, we all need to be involved in this.
It wasn't that calm, but that's essentially what happened.
It was more like, I am now a part of this.
The amount of interactions we were getting, the amount of DMs, all of the above.
I think we kept the collection to ourselves for so long that we kind of forgot about the sneaker world that's out there. We were like in shock to see how many kids and people and how big the sneaker game is.
Did people give you offers via Instagram to buy parts of your collection?
Of course.
When we first started posting sneakers to Instagram, we had a gentleman write us, can I fly down and buy you out? And he thought that 3 young girls, they acquired this collection, they don't really know what they have, they want to get rid of this.
The crazy thing here is this sneaker collection is actually just their side hustle.
That's right, their main gig is actually running their own real estate office in South Florida.
And flipping kicks on Insta is much easier than selling real estate in real life.
All we did was open up our cell phone. We could be in pajamas for all you know, but you don't have to go anywhere. In real estate, you gotta dress up, you gotta put on a face. It's totally a completely different business model.
And that business model is working out really, really well.
Take these game-worn Julius Erving high tops.
The sisters say they bought them back in 2016 for $700.
A few years later, they sold them for 12 grand.
That's a more than 1,600% increase.
But wait till you see how much this pair went up in value.
Back in 2005, these rare kicks were made by Adidas as a gift for Kanye West.
That's way before Kanye was even in the sneaker business.
And according to Ariana, the pair ended up in a Salvation Army store.
where some guy bought them for 17 bucks.
When he figured out how rare they were, he posted them online for sale.
And in 2018, the sisters scooped them up online for 1,500 bucks.
Just 1 year later, they sold them for $7,800.
That appreciation from 17 bucks to 7,840
Is an increase of, are you ready for this? More than 46,000%.
Holy sh**.
So what's the plan for all that cash they're raking in?
With the money that we amass from selling the collection, we're looking to buy a place south of 5th in South Beach, Miami. Our best sale from Instagram so far is probably from a client from overseas who bought about 7-8 pairs and spent upwards of $100,000.
100 G's on sneakers?
Looks like they're well on their way to having that place on South Beach. Does Dad ever get sentimental when you sell a pair off Instagram?
Oh, he loves it.
I think he loves watching the engagement.
Right.
People like bidding and they're DMing us and they're like, I'll fly in tomorrow and this guy's writing and his favorite basketball player's writing us. So I think it's exciting. It really, there's like a thrill.
What a wild story.
If you